season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Wolverines ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the single back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Fires left. It's caught. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on second down. Tosses it incomplete. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Punt is on its way. And it'll be down right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Poor starting field position here for this offense. Gives it on the option. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Creates a little room. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Working the big fella to the corner. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding you don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Bringing the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the 1st down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll ride Davis here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
You'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Sweet cut there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will.
There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. So the score remains 3-0.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The Wolverines send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Under fire. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. The give to Davis. Oh, he's got a chance. Gets it past the marker. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Prieskorn. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. They'll immediately call timeout. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Still looking, on the move. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Complete to the right. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Napier. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It is good! And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Aggies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He wants to go deep. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
To the ground with the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He's got it down the middle. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Off the play fake on first down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his second sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the second time today.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. He's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll turn and throw back right. A dangerous idea. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Steps away to find some room. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Touchdown Wolverines! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the grab for the 2.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm. Nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless breaks into the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute. Turning it on! Past the 30. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love the work the offensive line does on that play. They created a huge hole for the ball carrier, and he's a guy, if you get him in the second level, he can take it the distance. Nice job up there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Armstrong. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! The extra point here would tie the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Floating away. The throw. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. To the air. It's Underwood. The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And to get rid of it quickly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Now the play fake. On the run, still looking. Inside the 45. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And man, the fans were holding their breath. One possession game, a chance to continue to stay alive, and they just get it. How about the awareness? Nice job knowing where the first down marker is, and the QB taking off on the big fourth down and giving these fans some more life and some more hope.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hester. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And this defense is all over the quick game right now. They're up a possession, and they are tackling and they're pursuing the football. Nice play on that one.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Texas A&M would love to run out this clock. Lands it fly. Complete to the right. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That